just talk about the chemistry you've got developing with Charlie, on the PK and going back to 3-on-3 in overtime and all that, and how comfortable do you feel with him?
Yeah, we've also played together, I think, throughout the last, since he's been here, I guess. I don't know how many years, but, here and there, obviously, playing on the left side. And, like you said, there was times where there was even 4-on-4 and 3-on-3s, and where we get deployed out there together. And I feel like we're comfortable with each other. And there's been times where we clicked. So it's one of those things that, obviously, right now it's about trying to find offense any way possible, and that's just what is in front of us. And it's exciting, and excited to get going for Game 4 here.
Are you excited to get back on your strong side?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think that I got a little bit used to the right side there. I think it's been almost 2 months, so. But I think I've said this before. I think being versatile is a big part of playing in this league, especially for a long time. And if that's where I can help the team the most, then that's where I'll play. It doesn't really matter. If anything, it gives me confidence if I have to go back to the right side or play the right side. And obviously, they're a very aggressive team on the walls, especially with their deep pinching. And it's a little bit different in the sense of chipping pucks. But I think it'll be good for zone entries.
I'm just curious because I want to know. I think it's remarkable. But do you ever look at some of the pucks that like forward takes and you're like, that one hurt?
Yeah, I mean that's obviously a tough job, on the PK there, especially with how we kill. They get in the positions, guys like him and Carlo, and I don't even know how many blocks he had last game, but it seemed like a lot. And he had a game like that towards the end of the season as well. It seemed like he blocked like 5 straight shots, and it's one of those things where it rallies the group around. It's that time of year where those plays are huge, and everyone wants to block shots, but there's definitely some that look like they hurt. I'll admit that.
Brad said last night that the shorthanded goal changed the whole team's demeanor. Did you feel that in the moment when you and Charlie combined on that goal?
I thought it was a big play. I mean, it's obviously early in the game. I think it was, I guess later in the period. But I think getting into that intermission with a 1-1 game kind of was better than being down 1, if that makes any sense, obviously. But, I think it was just a good timing play. That's what playoffs is all about. It's about seizing certain plays. They've seized certain plays, especially in the first 2 games. And I think that was one of them where it just kind of settled everybody down and, got the crowd into it as well, and gave us some hope.
I just wanted to build off of that. I mean, coming back at home, how big of a role can the crowd really play for you guys when you guys are out there on the ice?
Yeah, it's massive. It's obviously something that you look forward to the most in playoffs is the atmospheres. The atmosphere, especially playing at home, and whether it's hits or block shots like Forbes or goals, it's something that gives you more energy, and it gives you stuff that we have awesome fans. We've had great fans the whole year, but it gets louder here in playoff time, and obviously it's loud in Carolina, so it makes you want to do it more, and it's almost an addicting feeling, if that makes any sense.
Jake, you mentioned the wall work that you guys do, especially with how hard they're coming down the walls. So you obviously want to get the puck out, but do you have to just kind of be aware in terms of maybe there's play where you got to eat it, or you've got to look for a safer play rather than just trying to get it out at all costs?
I think it's more so of timing as well, timing of the game, and especially if we're up late or things like that, it's all situational, but. You got to obviously understand that they're coming. You're going to get contact, so you got to protect yourself first, and then sometimes you do have to eat it. And it's one of the things that's one of our jobs as wingers is, especially this time of year, is big. I think there was a play last game where it went off me, and then it's in our net 10 seconds later. So it can go either way, and it's one of those things where you want to be able to make plays. You want to go through the neutral zone fairly easy and get in a rush, but doesn't seem like it's going to be that type of series. So it's one of those things that. If they are coming down or certain things, or forecheckers, they back check pretty hard too. So there's not a lot of room to make that quick 5-foot play. It's just a matter of resetting and getting the puck out. I think is the biggest thing sometimes, especially late in games. You don't want to have it so that you're in your D zone for longer than you have to be at any cost, even if that's just getting the puck out and resetting. Like I said earlier, I think that's what this time of year is all about.
Bruce was saying, Patrice said before the series that, you guys are going to run into adversity, right? Like, didn't expect it to be this soon. But I guess what's the value of having guys, one, playing for a team that you can look back like 10, 12 years and be like, oh, they come back from 2-0, you know what I mean? And then having guys in the locker room that had kind of had that experience in terms of like staying composed, but also understanding the sense of urgency,
Yeah, it's massive. That's what leadership is, and obviously in terms of Carolina, we've had success against them in the playoffs before, and knowing that they're a highly motivated group and that they're gonna bring their best foot forward, and obviously they've been playing very hard, so we understood that this is going to be the hardest out of the 3 series that I've been a part of anyways. But like you said, having that experience and guys, constantly talking about that and things like that really helps out our team. It's one of those things where you can't get too high or too low. It's very cliche this time of year, but it's true. You got to go to the next shift, the next play, and try to impact the game the best way you can. But obviously being on home ice, you want to protect that. And, it was nice to get that done yesterday and get on the board in that way, but there's still 3 more to go, and we expect them to come with a response. Obviously, like I said, they're a very highly motivated team. It's one of those things that you remember certain things against other teams, playoff series that I've been a part of for 5 years, and this is the best that I've seen them play.
Thanks, Trey.
Thanks.